Hey everyone. All right, so in this video, let's talk about Toy Story Land coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios versus Pixar Pier coming to Disney California Adventure. Both of them are Pixar themed. I'm going to kind of go over with you my thoughts on these and which one has the advantage, which one doesn't, what are the pros, what are the cons. We're just going to kind of go over each area and let's dig right in. So now, if you were to ask me, what are the pros? What are the advantages of Pixar Pier going into this? I would say one thing in particular really sticks out, okay? And that's budget. And you're probably thinking, budget? Like, is he crazy? The budget for Pixar Pier is probably so much less than that of Toy Story Land. Yes and no, okay? Pixar Pier is essentially window dressing. We already have the structures, we already have the attractions. All they're doing is essentially, what they are doing is they're re-theming existing structures, okay? So any budget that Pixar Pier has is going, like, majority of it is going towards things that we actually can see as a guest. So the theming, the show, the show quality, the effects, the atmosphere, all of that is being basically used for, in its budget, because they don't have to, Pixar Pier doesn't have to build a roller coaster from scratch. It doesn't have to, install piping and electrical units and all those not so sexy things that go along with building a new land like Toy Story Land has to do. Pixar Pier, all they're doing is window dressing existing stuff. So all their budget is going towards stuff that we can see, theming, show, right? So that's why I think that people will be surprised with the quality, the level of quality that you see from the animatronics, the figures, just the overall theming. I think people will be surprised at how great it is compared to Toy Story Land, that has to share its budget with those not so sexy things like building structures and electrical units and piping, right? So that's one big advantage Pixar Pier has over Toy Story Land. A huge advantage. All of its budget is going towards the fun stuff, basically. Okay, but what advantages does Toy Story Land have over Pixar Pier? And I think this is a big one, okay? Toy Story Land is getting the Slinky Dog Dash, which is a family-friendly coaster. Now, this is something that Disneyland Resort is sorely lacking. Now, look, I understand that everyone's idea of family-friendly is sort of subjective, right? Like, in my opinion, I don't think California Screaming is a family coaster. It's got a loop, it's got a launch. It's typically for thrill seekers. Even Space Mountain, I wouldn't even really put in the family-friendly category. I think that's pretty intense for a lot of people. I don't think it's very family friendly. No, I'm talking about like the Mine Train that opened in Fantasyland in Florida and the Slinky Dog Dash. Really mild, themed coasters. Disneyland has not done that in a very long time. The last one I think they've done was Gadget's Go Coaster in Toontown, which is a cute little coaster, but let's be honest, it's like, 15 seconds long. They haven't really done anything like Slinky Dog Dash or the Mine Train over at Disneyland, or California Adventure for that matter. So I think that's a huge advantage for Toy Story Land. They're getting yet another really family-friendly coaster, which I just wish that Disneyland Resort would get more of these. And I don't see there being anything in the horizon to say that we will. Because trust me, any coaster they build in Marvel Land is going to be extremely thrilling. Okay, probably on par with like a California Screamin'. Very fast, probably a launch. So that's a big advantage Toy Story Land, in my opinion, has over Pixar Pier. Now, I think both areas are going to be fantastic. I really, really do, and I'm really excited for both. I'm a little more excited for Pixar Pier just because that's my local park and I'll have access to it more than I would Toy Story Land. But nonetheless, I think both areas are going to be fantastic. But those are some of the pros and cons I think each area has. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me on this assessment? What are your thoughts on this? Comment below. I love to hear from you guys. Like, subscribe. I do content on Disney all the time. And as always, have a wonderful day.